Warm welcome. This is Markus Termin at the 25th of February 2025. The moon entered the sign of Aquarius and the sun is in the sign of Pisces. And as I'm speaking, the moon is making the conjunction to Pluto in Aquarius. This is nothing special because this occurs once a month, because the moon makes its circle around Earth and Sun, and 29 days it takes him, and so he will meet one day in Aquarius with Pluto. Though it's nothing special, it's a big impact at the same time, because we are living in changing times, as you might have noticed, and the need of Aquarius is deliberation. And whenever Moon meets Pluto, the emotions go high, because the one side of the world has not had enough liberty yet, because liberty is actually at stake, and the other part of the world is sure that there's enough liberty and they should get into some deeds to save their property. That's what they think is liberty for them. So liberty is at stake, actually. Let's have a look at this chart to see how it looks like when the moon meets Pluto. This is the situation here. And as you might notice, we are in the pre-new moon situation. The moon is in the so-called balsamic phase, but it doesn't feel like, because it meets Pluto. This is actually the situation. Let's have another look at a chart that has to do with the ongoing war in the East. You might have noticed that some people want to make peace, though others want to continue the war. And what is a good possibility to make peace? The inner circle is the starting of the hot phase of the war 2022, and the outer circle is a proposal for peace treaty, which is Mars in opposition to Mars when it started, when the hot phase started, actually 2022. So this would be around the 28th of March. 28th of March, Mars will be in opposition to the Mars when the hot phase started. So this could be the time for a peace treaty. Though there are forces, especially in the European community, who seem to not want to end the war, but to continue the war. In my personal opinion, this is not going to work. And in my personal opinion, I see the European community in decline, and so is NATO. We could put this in an astrological chart. Both the EU and NATO are Aries suns, and they are going to have a Neptune transit over the next years, soon, coming pretty soon. This is basically the situation. So those forces who seem to be uprising against the unvermeidbar is the German word, inevitable ending of this absolutely cruel meat grinder machine in the East, it's still going to happen. And I wonder, what kind of future will the EU have? Is it only the elites, or is it also the voters? Is it the people in the EU? It's a mixed thing, because if you look at the elections in Germany right now, which happened last Sunday, the party that got the biggest votes is the so-called CDU, and there is obviously a center of people who voted for non-change, who want to continue the path that they are on right now. And I don't have the possibility to look into the head of those people. Are they misused? Are they misinformed? Are they manipulated? Or is it really their own strong belief and their own strong will to go into this direction? We actually don't know. The building of the government in Germany, though, is not going to be that easy, because the only two parties that can go together, which is the CDU and the SPD. The SPD has been governing now for 24 years without interruption. They always get into the parliament somehow, but now they had to take it that their numbers went down to the half of what they used to have as voters, and now, of course, inner tensions and fights will arise. Who's going to get this job or that job and things like that. So it's not for sure that this government will be in charge pretty soon. Thank you very much for listening. This is Markus Termin at the 25th of February. There's one interesting person also having a birthday today, which is known internationally. This man was Rudolf Steiner. He was born in the sign of Pisces. Let's have a look at his chart. It's most important for his anthroposophical movement, because as you can see, Rudolf Steiner had a Neptune in the sign of Pisces, and Neptune and the North Node is just now meeting at the point where Rudolf Steiner had his own Neptune. And if you remember, Steiner is one of those prophetic clairvoyant persons which ruled partly on Neptune only, you know, so this is most important for the movement. I see it on the wrong path. I don't think that this movement is a movement of the future, actually, because as any kind of organization, it got stuck and it has no power to inner rebuilding as any organization that is stuck in their own rules and their own habits, but this is only my personal opinion. If you want to get into contact with me at this Aquarius moon, the owners of Aquarius moon are usually very bright persons, so I would like to have bright persons as clients. If you want to get in contact, use this mail address up there, and down here at my blog site you will find the conditions for a personal consultation. Thank you very much. This is Markus Termin at the 25th of February 2025.